All right. Well, as Christine already said, welcome. I'm Carrie Oliva. I'm the academic director, and Claire Engelfinger is your academic advisor. So she will be helping me to provide some information to you today about academic success. We are very excited to welcome you to Boston in only a couple of weeks, and we want to make sure that you have all of the information you want and need before your arrival. So thank you again for being here. Can move ahead. We're going to start with some important date reminders. If you are living on campus, the move-in date is August 26th or 27th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Our fabulous orientation begins August 28th and it goes through September 2nd, depending on your program. But August 28th is the start date, I believe, for everybody. And there's a lot of really important information that you'll be receiving that week. So it is important that you make arrangements to arrive to Boston to attend, as orientation is mandatory, required for all new students. We get a lot of questions about courses and schedules, which is normal to be excited and to know what classes you're going to be taking. That is something we review in more detail at orientation. You'll have an opportunity to meet with the academic team, your advisor. I heard some of you are graduate students, and there is a session specifically for you to meet your program directors as well during orientation week. So for any undergraduate students, I do want to remind you that we have a math placement test, and I don't want anyone to get nervous about the word test. This is, though, important for you to take ideally before you arrive to Boston, because it helps Claire and I to determine which math course you must need. If we don't have this, it's very hard for us to finalize your schedule and put you in all of the correct classes. So please do pay attention to any emails that you have received about math placement. You must access through Canvas, which is our learning management system here at Suffolk University. You have 1 hour to complete the test. Most students don't need the entire hour. There's not much you can study, although online there is some sample questions, I believe, that you can look at. You need to be in a location where you have good Wi-Fi, and you should not be using a cell phone. So you should use a laptop or a desktop computer, have a quiet space when you do this. We are happy to take some extra questions on this at the end of the call for any undergraduate students who might need some help, okay? That's only for undergraduate. Graduate students, this is not required or necessary. Next. So today we're going to review some program overviews and then academic expectations, materials, and all of the academic support that we are excited to be able to provide to you at Into Suffolk. Academic English, I don't believe I heard any academic English on this call, but I will review it because we're recording it and we might have some students who want this information. But Into Suffolk does provide an academic English program. This is the non-credit academic English program for students who need some extra support with English before starting a degree program. We have 6 levels of instruction from beginner to advanced. There is an on-campus language assessment students take, so we know which level to put them in. There's no tests required pre-arrival. Students earn an F1 visa, qualify for 18 hours of English instruction, and all students full-time are registered for 4 courses. All students have a reading, writing, and grammar course, a listening and speaking course, and then electives based on your level, which could be life in the US, American culture through literature. Again, this is really for students who need some extra support with English before they start their degree program. And you're going to see a lot of different names here, but International Year One, we also call IYO. This is students who have been admitted at the undergraduate level.
Uh-oh. I think Carrie froze. Did she disappear from the... Oh, there she is.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, let's try again. So I'll just start from the beginning on this slide. This is focusing on undergraduate students, and there are um, different names for different undergraduate programs. And if you have any confusion about what you are, we can talk about that. But International Year One are students who take academic English plus a credit-bearing math course. We also have International Direct students who are taking all credit-bearing courses for their major, between 15 and 17 credits. And sometimes we have transfer students, undergraduate students who are moving from one university into Suffolk. And we will work with you to customize your schedule. Okay. But students would be in a 3, 2, or 1 semester program. And for the International Direct and the undergraduate transfer program, students are all taking English for academic purpose courses. These are credit English courses, okay? If you're not sure of your major, that is okay. We have an undeclared option, and we will work with you once you arrive about deciding what major you want, and you can decide even at the end of your Into Suffolk program. So there's no pressure to decide right now. Um, Also, if you want to change your major before you arrive, right now we're about 4 weeks before arrival, so there is still time to change it. Usually well, it depends. It could change your classes that we are going to give you. So if you're not sure about what it is, please be in touch with our team. Next. Graduate students, we call the graduate program Integrated Masters or IMP. We have many different options. I heard some business analytics on this call and a management student also. So all of you are under this umbrella. You are taking courses at the Sawyer Business School or the College of Arts and Sciences or the law school, depending on your program. And you have been admitted to
Oh, we'll wait a second or two. I think Carrie froze again.
better.
Yes, now we can see
Okay.
you and hear you.
Okay. Um, you'll be taking 2 academic English courses or 1, depending on your program, and we will review that also at orientation. Um, the academic English courses are non-credit, but they are really important and beneficial to your studies as they provide extra support for professional communication, research, writing skills that you will be expected to have at the graduate level. Okay, Nick? Um, so academic expectations in an American classroom, we want to highlight some of them here. You will have an American classroom presentation at orientation. that will give you even more detail. But before you arrive, it's good to think about these things, that in the American classroom, graduate, undergraduate, academic English, everybody, it is expected that you attend, that you be on time.
Oh, we can't hear you, Carrie. It like muted, but didn't.
It's not sure.
Oh, okay, we can hear you again.
Okay. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So active participation, being on time, minimize distractions, usually cell phones. Try to attend workshops, social activities to be using English outside of the classroom. It's important to use your Suffolk email and to be checking it every day to communicate if you have questions. We like questions. We don't want you to ever feel like you're asking too many questions or there's no stupid question. We welcome all questions of any kind. So we will try to help you. Um, you will be getting course syllabi, which is a book, a guide for each class, and we'll be showing you how to read those and plan for important dates, due dates. And you'll also receive some extra support on Canvas, which again is our learning management system and how instructors usually post announcements and some reading material and assignments, and also where you can see many of your grades. So take some time to think about these things, and come to orientation with even more questions.
Clinton,
Um,
you have a question?
Clinton? No? Okay. Clinton, did you have a question? No? Okay. We'll keep going and we can take questions. Oh, no. Okay. Thank you, Clinton. Got it. No problem. Um, this is just showing you what Canvas looks like. Um, and as I discussed, you can get your course materials. There is a link here, and I believe we will be sending out the slides for this presentation and posting them. So if you want to practice, there are many videos that will help you become more confident with using Canvas. So if you want to get a head start and do some homework on the next couple of weeks, I suggest you use this link or some of the videos that are on the Canvas tutorial. Text, um, there is a bookstore on campus, a physical bookstore where you can buy your textbooks, and that will be part of the campus tour, so you can see where it is, very close to our office. There is a website. You can learn about textbooks there. And sometimes students do order from Amazon or online as well. That is something you will want to decide when you arrive. I don't recommend getting textbooks before you arrive. International shipping is expensive and takes a lot of time. So that was more for when we were, I think we're, hybrid, but for I don't want you to worry. You'll be able to get your books and materials when you arrive. Some classes will not have books. They will use only Canvas and upload readings. But for certain courses, you will have to be prepared with a textbook for the first week of classes. And we can help you with that at orientation too. Okay, so academic support. Um, Part of your program is a lot of extra support you can take advantage of while you're here. We have tutors that help with English language, but also really with almost all courses. So if you're taking a statistics course, an ISOM course, a psychology course. We have a tutoring center that has peer and professional tutors available to help you at no extra fee. So you do not pay more money for these services. Some courses have student instructional leaders. Usually one of our undergraduate business courses is an example that you might have a student helping in class. You obviously have your academic advisor, Claire. We have class acts, which are academic workshops, and you'll receive a schedule. They focus on presentation skills, some extra help with Canvas, reading, tips and tricks, to give you some examples. Your faculty also will have an office hour, and this is a time designated for them to help you, either by appointment or maybe dropping into their office if you have specific questions. Maybe you did not want to ask in class or you didn't have time to ask in class. The professor should be making themselves available to you. And each instructor, faculty member has a different location, and all of that information will be on your syllabus. If you're ever confused about what that means, or you didn't get an answer from your faculty member and you want advice, please come see me or Claire and we can help you. We also have academic coaching. It's a staff that helps students uh, manage their time, um, keep track on calendars, and you can meet with an academic coach, usually monthly or biweekly. It does not mean you have to be struggling or a bad student. Really good students use coaches too. It's just an extra level of support. And the English language support I already talked a little bit about, but you'll get some flyers and an overview of these supports. We'll also have a Meet the Tutor event about week 2 or so of class. Next. So how can you contact us before you get here? Our email, you might already know, into@suffolk.edu is a general email, and we will make sure that your questions get delivered to the correct person. We also have a student experience website where I think this will be posted and other resources are there. And there's also social media accounts. So there's the Instagram handle and also, oh, both are Instagram, that you can follow before you arrive and also while you're here to get important announcements. So before I open it up to questions, I just thought, Claire, if you want to just quickly introduce yourself and maybe just give some examples of why a student might come to talk to you, I think that'd be great. And then we can open it up to some questions from all of you wonderful students, okay?
Yeah. Thank you, Carrie. As Carrie and Christine have both said, my name is Claire Engelfinger. Excuse me, coffee not included in the advising sessions. And I am your academic program manager or academic advisor. And I am here to help. You guys are already, very smart and very qualified and enrolled in these fantastic programs. But, every once in a while, there might be a question that you have possibly regarding your schedule, how to read it, where are the buildings, how do I make sure I'm in the right place at the right time? You might want to check on making sure you understand Canvas well so that you can keep on top of your grades and your assignments and your planning and organization. You might want to come to talk to me about progression. What do you need to do to exit the program successfully so that you can finish your, graduate degree at Suffolk University? There are many more questions that you can ask, but those do tend to be kind of the big ones that most students struggle with, at least initially upon entry into the Into program. But as you will hear all of us say multiple times, today and during orientation, we are here for you and we want to help. We want to answer those questions. And we want to make your experience here the best that it can be. So, emailing us, dropping in, saying, hey, asking those questions that you don't really want to, but you really should, I promise you. That's what we are here for. So please take advantage. Can't wait to see you guys in a few weeks.
Thank you, Claire. So if you have a question, you can write it in the chat or feel free to unmute yourself and you could ask it just directly to us. We'd be happy to answer any questions.
And I will stop the recording now.